Talk to me, guys. Are you guys still awake? Put a 1 in the chat if you're not a bot. How many fake accounts are in here right now? So I landed at 9 a.m. I flew at 5, but there's a 1 hour time difference. So for me, it's 3 right now. It's 2:56. I landed at 9 a.m. I went and had breakfast. You know what one of my least favorite things in the whole wide world is? One of my least favorite things is after you land in a foreign place. After you land in a foreign place and you want to go like grab some food. And you still got your bags. And it's like, you walk into the restaurant with bags and everybody's looking at you. I don't like that. Whenever you're like in a new state, you got your bags. You haven't checked into the hotel. Hey, can I drop my bags off, please? So I dropped my bags off and I got to, I ate some breakfast, smoked salmon. We already did one, Mama Bear, you're late. What are you doing? We did smoked salmon, but it wasn't like cooked all the way. It didn't feel like it was cooked. It felt like it was raw. But you know, I'm always down to try new stuff. It was okay. It wasn't great. It was a little scary. But I had my eggs. That was good. And then I went on a run. Well, I came back to the bedroom. Here's the thing. Okay, let me walk in here. I booked my room. They said 3 p.m. is check-in. I said, my plane lands at 9. Can I get in earlier? He said, okay, let me check. Well, then the guy connected me with the lady for the room, and she gave me the whole check-in. It was like all the rules, all the passwords and everything. And then it said check-in time is 3 p.m. But then the check-in, the actual Airbnb check-in said 10 a.m. So I'm thinking maybe he got me an early one because it says check-in times at 10 a.m. But I'm like, okay, maybe the thing that she just sent me was just copy and paste. I'm just going to go off the thing. So I came here at 10 and I get under the covers and I go to sleep. And then I hear banging on the door. I'm like, yo. They open the door. I'm like, yo. They're downstairs. It's down. The lights are off. I'm sleeping. I just got in. I'm naked. I put on my clothes. I go down. I climb down the stairs very carefully so I don't slip and fall. I'm like, yo. They're like, I was like, they said I could check in. She was like, what? I said, the guy said that I could check in. She said, I'm the cleaning lady. I need to clean. What? The bed was already made. Everything was, it looked clean. You know, it's not the cleanest. The floors need to be mopped. You know, the floors, but it's Puerto Rico. It's an Airbnb in Puerto Rico. I'm not worried about the floors being, maybe it's a little sticky on the floors. She said, I need to clean. I said, okay. Long story short, I said, the guy told me I could come at 10. She said, what guy? I said, I'm not even going to argue. There was a guy. Now there's not a guy. I don't know the guy. You don't know the guy. There probably wasn't a guy. Fine. I'm going to go on a run. So I took my happy behind out of bed. And I went on a run. I went outside and I just ran. Probably like 3 miles. Walk, run. It was beautiful. There was, I took videos. I don't know if I can put it on here. Maybe I can put pictures. Look at this. It reminds me of like St. Augustine. Y'all ever been to St. Augustine? There's a fort and castles And it's like the same exact thing, like right on the beach. It's like very St. Augustine. People flying kites. Look at that. How freaking cool is that? So, I did that. I came back and she was gone. I left for probably like 2 hours. She kind of ran around, looked around. Came back. Took a fat nap. Yeah, I'm in Old San Juan. I am, Nina. Took a fat nap. And then went out to dinner. Just kind of walked around. I found a place on Yelp that was really highly rated. I went there and there was probably 50 white people standing in line. It was like a regular restaurant. Like, it wasn't like a fancy schmancy place, but it was the highest rated on Yelp. So there's a whole bunch of gringos just standing outside, just waiting in line. I'm like, I'm not gonna stand in line for rice and beans. 50 people? It's a bunch of the NPCs. It's all of the me, right? Just like me. So I found a place. It was like a rooftop bar thing, and they had a little table in the corner. And I asked if I could sit at that one, away from everybody. And I asked the server what she thought was good, and she gave me good stuff. And her hair was so pretty. She had the beautifulest hair, and I was in love with her. And she kept on saying, "I got you," and I liked that. And it seemed like that was probably like her only English like phrasing that she knew. She kept saying, "I got you." I was like, okay, yeah, can I do this? I got you. Thank you, I got you. And that was cool. And I came back and went back to sleep again, because I'm still way behind on my sleep. I probably only slept like 4 or 5 hours altogether. And now we're chilling. So I'll probably wake up tomorrow and go look around and go, I don't know, go look at the houses. I have a few houses that I like, and maybe this will never happen, but the thing is, if I could, I know it sounds crazy for people to say, if I was looking in the States, it would be a little crazy for a different house. But if I were to get a spot in Puerto Rico, I would live here, and the only reason I would come here is for the taxes. And that's probably not what they want. Definitely the locals don't like that, but if I were to be able to pull it off, it would end up being cheaper to have a house here, and then to be able to keep on building all of my stuff that I'm doing, the battling and the other few businesses that I'm working on. It would end up saving money. It pays for itself. Yeah, it would end up. Yeah.